All right, all my Detroit Piston fans and all my Detroit fans, all my Motor City Sports Talk fans, make sure you guys go check out Piston Mike. We got him over 100 followers, so make sure you check him out. Everything Pistons, man. He gonna hold it down and do his thing, just strictly on the Pistons thing. You know, I got the Lions and Pistons, but man, we always trying to help people get their channel up. Let's get them to 200 next, 300 next, 400 next, 500 next, and let's get them all the way to a rack so you can start making that bag. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you go over to Piston Mike as you see it on the screen. Let's get them to 200, then 300, then 400, then 500, and the whole shebang. Peace. All right, I'm gonna probably do a live stream later this week. Why I changed my mind on Cade Cunningham. Maybe even a video tomorrow, depending on what tomorrow brings. Let's get to it. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, sharing the videos. Check out Detroit Question Talk playlist. A lot of comparisons of Cade Cunningham, who he reminds people of. And I got a few people who remind me of. And my theory is he had played a three. I understand it's a positionless league, and everybody's saying whatever it is. But I really see him being a three. And one of the people he do remind me of is Paul Pierce. Okay? Paul Pierce was a really good player. A walking bucket. Shaq dubbed him, named him the truth. And I think that was a really, really good nickname for Paul Pierce. And that was just my opinion on Paul. That, he reminded me of Paul because Cade Cunningham is crafty at the bucket. Okay? Very crafty. Just crafty how he gets his shots off. I think he is more athletic than Paul Pierce. If you don't understand why I say that, go watch Paul Pierce in the dunk contest in McDonald's All-American game. Even at a young age, Paul Pierce was large and slow. Okay, was just slow and unathletic, man. But when you look at them, they kind of got similar dimensions. I think Cade is bigger, but that's just kind of the kids today. They are super duper big. But that's my opinion, but he reminded me of Pierce just with his craftiness. He's more athletic than Pierce, but crafty, could get shots. I think obviously he's a better facilitator than him, than Paul Pierce. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, he better. I think Paul Pierce was a solid defender too, and that's something that Cade gotta change, man. Just being a better defender. But that come with time. Paul Pierce probably didn't come into the league as a great defender. You learn how to guard everybody, learn how to stay out of foul trouble. But just from their dimensions, he really remind me of Paul Pierce. And then also, you look at him. He just very, very crafty. He might gonna blow by you with athleticism, but he crafty, man, and he kind of. I always like the old man and the gym guys who are really, really crafty and just knew how to get their shot off. And you don't have to be the quickest or the fastest or jump the highest or whatever you want to say. You just gotta you guys just know how to get your shot off, man. You look at Paul Pierce as well too. He's a guy that's 6'7". They lie on weights, but you look at his weight. And you hope to have a career like Paul Pierce. 236, later on, 6'7", 236. And when you look at Cade Cunningham, right now, we won't know until the official, when they get the official measurements, but 6'8", 220. I mean, the dimensions, they really remind you of each other. I think Cade might be slightly more athletic than Paul Pierce, but I like even if he's going to play the three, I think he may be Paul Pierce with more facilitation skills. People say, well, Grant Hill. Oh yeah, I understand Grant Hill, a point guard that's probably something that Scotty and Grant Hill really popularized. I won't say created, but they really popularized. Scottie Pippen popularized the point forward position. That's basically allowed the Bulls to win championships by having like Steve Kerr just be a spot up shooter and have MJ in the backcourt. Scotty was, down passing too. Scotty was the real facilitator. Okay, Scotty was the real point guard that was gonna make everybody better. And even guard the best player in the league, best player on the court, you got to give it to Scotty. But when you talking about Grant Hill, you just talking about his facilitation skills. The position that he may play in the league, and I think he will be a point forward in this league. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. His position in the league, and I think his position in the league is going to be a point forward, just like Grant Hill. Somebody that got all the point guard skills. He just guard three. He just played a three, and he just facilitated. And I think that's a comparison with Grant Hill. Him being The number 1 pick, Grant, was number 3. I think Jason Kidd, and somebody else went in front of him. And him and Jason Kidd was co-players of the year, the '94 draft. Okay, it was number 1 was Glenn Big Dog Robinson out of Purdue. Jason Kidd, and then it was Grant Hill. Then Daniel Marshall went 4 in '95, and Juwan Howard went 5. Remember, people forget Juwan Howard was the first NBA player with a $100 million contract. That was Juwan. You also had Brian Grant, Lamont Murray, shout out to him, Eric Montrose from North Carolina, Eddie Jones was traded for Kobe. Jalen Rose was in that draft, man. It was a solid draft, man. It was a solid draft. Charlie Ward, remember, they wouldn't say, he said if he wouldn't go in the first round as a quarterback in the NFL draft out of Florida State, that he wasn't gonna play in the NBA. All right, so that was why I really think from the position, his facilitation skills, not the athleticism, remind me of Grant Hill. People forget Grant Hill was like LeBron before LeBron. He just never was healthy enough to really develop the jump shot, and that was the biggest knock on him. Howard Isley won this draft as well too. A lot of people forget, played for the Utah, played around the league, but Utah is really what I remember him from back in the day. And people forget that Howard Isley is from Detroit. Okay, had a really damn good motherfucking career. Rashawn Leonard, he was from Detroit as well too. He went in that draft in the second round, had a really long career. Forgot about Rashawn Leonard. Yeah, he from Detroit. I mean, a couple of Detroiters went in this second round, and had damn good careers. Right? It was another guy in this draft who was from Detroit, Andre Miller. I don't think it's not the Miller that we remember, but Andre Miller was from Detroit. He went to Michigan State. He's somewhere in this draft, I believe too. I think I just seen him, but yeah, it's just for him. He remind me. Look at Grant Hill dimensions, and he have nowhere near the Grant Hill's athleticism. His first step was something you never seen. His attacking the rim athletically, but Grant was 6'8". Grant was 6'8", man, and had a hell of a shoe too. That was the one Nike shoe that. He was 225, right around there, maybe a little. That was him, but remember his father played in the NBA. People forget that his father played. I mean, NFL. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's a great compliment for him. And then you look on currently, and they also got Anthony Hardaway, Penny Hardaway. I'm gonna talk about Penny real quick. Hopefully he stay more healthier than Penny and Grant. But when Shaq left Penny, that's pretty much what happened. Penny was 6'7", third pick in the '93 draft. This dude hollering his ass off. He really don't bark unless the little dog bark, like with a little bark. Little dog in this cage. I'm gonna take him out. But Penny was around 200. It was a different day. If Penny was bred in this league with these kids and these athletes, Penny would be probably 220, 215. But yeah, Penny, another big point guard. Guard the twos, guard the ones, probably guard some threes. Facilitator, offensive game started to come around. Just was cut short like Grant Hill, but another good comp. But Luka Doncic is a great comp too. I think he reminds you of Luka. We don't know if he will be Luka, but when you look at the dimensions and kind of how they craft, and maybe not the most athletic, Luka 6'7", and when he get his shot off too, it's crafty. 230, so 220, 230, 6'7". Cade Cunningham, a true 6'8". They comparable. I think Cade Cunningham a little bit more offensive. I think Cade Cunningham can attack the basket a little bit better as far as above the rim more than him. But yeah, they remind you of each other. I think Cunningham might, even though he only averaged 3.5 assists, I think he might give you more playmaking ability. I think he more of a passer than Luka. But that's just today comment. If you can get Luka, obviously you can find you a Trae Young. But if you can get Luka, and that can change your franchise all the way around. And I do think the Pistons have an up and coming core that can support Cade Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they get back in the draft and if I get a Boat Knight or Moses Moody or something or Scotty Barnes. But yeah, you look at Luka. They both can handle the ball. I think Cade where he said he's working on his handle with JJ Redick a few weeks ago. They did an interview. Cade can facilitate a little bit better. Cade can score out the post. Like they say, Cade can post and get buckets. Cade can mid-range get buckets. Cade got good shot release. He can shoot the three and get buckets. Shot 40% from three. So if you can get that, if you get Luka at the number 1 pick, I don't think anybody would be mad, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Let me know if you agree with the comments. You got other comments, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my social media links there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Want to check my other channel out right here on YouTube. Want to see Sports Talk right here on YouTube. Peace.